Welcome back to News Insights. I am your host, Victory, and I have a new discussant, Mr. Eli, Honorable Eli Moses. I'm so sorry for...
Who does honorable?
I mean, you have Pastor PK, Pastor Kingsley with us.
Yeah.
And today we'll be talking about Obaseki's aide challenging Okpebholor to raise minimum wage. I'm not sure I pronounced that correctly. I'm not
Whichever way is Okpebholor.
Okpebholor.
Yeah, you are trying.
Thank you so much. Pastor Kingsley, what do you think about this? Because he has told Obaseki that, sorry, he has told Okpebholor, I'm so bad at pronouncing that.
That's all right.
That instead of him to increase what Obaseki has increased before, he's still trying to rubbish Obaseki's name. So can you shed more light on that?
I'm always of the opinion that if you're on the saddle, ride on. Forget whoever rode on it before. I think Beverly has been distracted, my opinion, on trying to pick on Obaseki, as Obaseki is the problem. There was Oshomole as a governor, there was Loki as a governor, and there was Obaseki as a governor. Is out now. Obaseki is out. Rule your own. Let Edo people see what you can do. We saw what Obaseki did. Obaseki came, cleared the areas of the pensioners, cleared the areas of the state workers, and started paying them handsomely. Not just handsomely, they paid them on time and paid them 13th month. He was one of the first person that came on board and paid 70,000 naira minimum wage. And he implemented it. A lot of states have not even started implementing it till today. Kudos to him. 13th month, he always paid. And Edo State, as a civil servant state, you see that they liked him because of that. That's why he even got a second tenure. They call him Togba, 4+4. Togba, he must complete. Because they don't want to bring another person on the terrain and they go back to where they are coming from. They will never go back to the world. Now, let us move forward. Now, on the issue of minimum wage, accusing him, this one, set up a panel to probe him, I don't think there's anything necessary with that. You are there now. You're on the scene now. Act. You are the governor now. Everything comes to you now. Act. From your actions, we will now see whether Obaseki was good or Obaseki was not good.
Or you are better.
Or you are better. Yeah. Do you understand? So the essay to Obaseki said, raise the minimum wage to 100,000. Let us see from there. So I think he should forget Obaseki and do his own. Yes.
Honorable Eli, please can we hear from you?
Yeah. It's rather unfortunate the kind of people we have occupying our political offices. We're talking about Edo State here. It cut across the whole states of the Federation. You come into office, instead of thinking of what to do to better the life of the people of the state, you're picking up a fight that is not going to help the state. I'm not saying Obaseki should not be probed. I'm not saying you should not condemn where he's supposed to have done good and he didn't do good. A focused leader will be coming in and start working, and his work will begin to talk for him.
That's true.
The same problem we faced during the time of Buhari. All the good things Jonathan tried to do, policies, you came in, you begin to complain, PDP do this, PDP did that, PDP didn't do this. Now, and you spent 8 years, we cannot say what achievement your government had brought to the country. Now you're talking of Obaseki, fine. If you want to know how much money came into the coffer of the government during his tenure and how it was being spent, good accountability, well accepted. But the question now is this: what policies have you brought on board to better the life of the Edo people? I do not agree with you saying that Edo is a salary state. No. For crying out loud, Edo can be they don't have mineral resources. They have a lot in agriculture that could help to field not just Edo or Nigeria, Africa as a whole. What is the present governor doing? Come to Kogi State. The young man that just took over the leadership, the mantle of Kogi State, he didn't waste time to start complaining about Bello, even though we know that there's a lot to say about Bello. Bello has a lot to return to Kogi State. He began to work, pay the people their salaries, and begin to develop. Security is getting better. What are you doing in Edo State? How many of us can travel through Edo and be proud of our roads and security?
Yes.
What is coming out of the agricultural, the natural agricultural empowerment that God has given to Edo State? You're talking about Obaseki.
Honorable, I'll have to cut you off a bit.
Good.
Because it looked like Pastor Kingsley wanted to.
I wanted to ask you whether it's from Edo State.
It looked
That
like he wanted
is telling me that because it's a civil servant state. Ella, you from Edo State?
No.
No, hold on. Answer my question. Well, now, let me tell you, we must know the dynamics of government operations. The minerals in Edo State, extractive minerals, whether it's crude or whatever it is, because Edo State is one of the oil-producing states. They also have a lot of solid mineral, gold, platinum. Most of the what's it called, the tiles you get from Edo State, the raw materials are gotten from Edo State. The largest deposit of cement, limestone that you have is in Edo State, but we are not benefiting from it majorly because they are controlled by the federal
Pastor Kingsley,
government.
looks like you're the person from Edo State.
Sorry?
Are you the person from Edo State?
Am I somebody?
You were accusing him of coming from Edo State.
No, it's not from Edo State. I'm from Edo State.
Oh,
He's a
so what you
Kogi man.
believe?
He's telling me that. So what I'm trying to say, jokes apart, is the fact that apart from most of these minerals are federal government controlled, so the revenues don't come to the Edo State. Go to Okpebholor. Okpebholor has one of some of the biggest extractive industry where you bring bois is there, what's it called?
That's right.
The Dangote is there, but we don't see the development on ground.
Because the governors are taking personal incentives from these people instead of fighting them for the benefit of the state. That is where I was coming to.
Okay.
You have the authority now, the power to pilot the affairs of a state. You are complaining about the man that had just left office. You go and do your homework, bring about all the things that he had taken, that if you think he has taken, and present them to EFCC. Go after him, but instead working for the growth of the state
people,
instead
yes.
of crying over split milk.
That's true.
And it's not even the increment of the salary from 70 to 100,000 that is the problem or the solution to the problem of the state. You can pay a 30,000 naira minimum wage, and then the people can have the benefit. The money can be useful. What is the moment an announcement is made in Nigeria over increment in salary, it affects you and I, not just the state or the people involved. And how many people are working for just the state, are earning? So you see the governor, I think the problem is a lot of people go into political offices, like there's no state governor now. I'm sorry to say, with due respect, I think he has just gotten into office without any plan for the state. That is just the truth. That's why they keep looking for who to blame, when to blame, and how to blame.
Well, it's a characteristic of the APC-led government.
Thank you.
They 8 years or 10 years after
blaming, is to blame.
has left, they are still blaming the PDP government. So it's not peculiar to the state to be blaming. I will advise Senator Monday Okpebholor that he should concentrate on governance and bring the dividends of his administration to Edo State.
Policies
and look at areas where they can be improved. There's no place that produces plantain like Edo State.
Now you're talking plantain, cassava,
fruits, cassava. My local government, Akwado local government, serves about 50 or 60% of the gari in this whole country. You need to go to where a place they call Ibilo Market and see trucks parked every five days going to the north, bringing gari to the north.
Now, in addition to this, we will now have to work on improving security and road to be able to help the locals move their produce,
from point A to point B.
Instead of complaining about the former governor, he didn't do this, he didn't do that. Okay, fine, you do it, then ask him if there are evidence to return to the state what you think he has taken. It's as simple as that.
But it's also a gimmick by the state the governors.
Why do you think so?
A gimmick in a way that you will not look at what they are doing and be blaming the past administration of what they are doing, why they are stealing some
But people
money.
are smarter now.
No, but they are not smarter in there because you see, the major issues are that if you look at Trump's administration, you see that most of the people is bringing into office are not politicians.
But there are people that will deliver.
There are people that will deliver.
That is because he has a plan.
Yeah, but
he has a blueprint.
In our own case, it's different.
We bring only people that help us to rig elections. We bring people that help us to fight. We bring people that are loyal to us, people that will not question our authority.
And that's why I like what the governor of Edo State is doing now. You know, he has suspended 2 commissioners.
Yes.
Do you understand? One of them doesn't know anything. One of them in his very eyes, they were stealing government properties and all that.
From the hospital, yes.
You know, so he suspended them. There are no feelings or emotions attached to this thing.
And
it's purely administration. Yes. You know, so the governor has the power to hire and fire. Do you understand? You don't do well, we fire you. It's very simple.
And then one of the reasons why we have governors and even the press, some of the people in the political offices behaving the way they are behaving is because even the people that are supposed to checkmate them are not doing anything.
What do you mean?
I mean, the state legislature.
They've been coerced.
You see? So
they now have a unitary system of government.
And even the people who are being governed, I mean, something is generally wrong with the country. So we have to get it right from point A before we talk about point B. Stop blaming who has left office. Get evidences against him and make sure you follow the EFCC. Not that somebody will go and settle somebody and the next thing is a case that is up will just die off like that.
And make sure as you are doing this one to you two, you are not stealing our money.
And then you will be working so that when you leave, your work will speak for you.
That's
as
true.
simple as that. No?
So if the next person comes in, how are you sure that they won't say something about you?
It will still be the same thing. You know, I don't think Obaseki should be his priority. Obaseki should be.
The state has a lot of things
the
that
allocation
they need.
now comes to you. Right? You are the one that.
So what Obaseki was supposed to do and he didn't do, you start doing. That's why he was advised to increase the minimum wage.
Yes.
This man brought it to 70,000 naira, which a lot of people were complaining about. A lot of governors were behaving as if it was
even till now. A lot of governors have not still implemented.
So he has done it and he was able to sustain it. So you come up now, okay, fine. If he didn't do well, increase it or govern in such a way that the little money can go and have a positive effect on the people. Then you can now complain about this man not doing every day. You wake up, all you do is let them go and look for, set up panel, let them go and check. My friend, as a city government,
time is going, money is going. You know, on this program, we hailed Governor Okpebholor at the way he started, choosing his commissioners, political appointees, and setting up some other things. Let him remain on that track. Let him be going in that pace, and let him not be looking at distraction. If he's doing that to try to distract the people of Edo State, so that I know the election just finished. They must have spent a lot of money. And I know politicians, they are trying to recoup back their money.
Is that how it should be?
Yes. So they have to distract the people.
So that they can be stealing money.
Yes. You know, one of my friends rightly told me one time, he said, you put one here like this, then you put like 50 in your mouth.
God will help us.
Thank you very much. This has been a very insightful session. Thank you for coming. I want to especially thank our new discussants, Honorable Eli. Thank you very much for giving us your opinion.
Pleasure is mine.
My name is still Victory Ama. Thank you for watching. We'll be right back.